and welcome to Faire Live. Today we are going to tackle the last part of our debt series, Waging a War on Your Debt. So we'll start with kind of summarizing some of the things that we've been talking about. So we are definitely not alone. If you have debt, there's so many other people out there that do as well. Very few people are debt-free. However, there has been a following of this method called the debt snowball. Some of you may be familiar with it. Basically, it involves getting rid of all of your non-mortgage debts. So anything that you owe anybody, basically, that is not a mortgage. Now, I recognize that a mortgage is debt. However, in this situation, in this method, we do not count your mortgage in that particular method. So what I'm talking about is our debt snowball. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take all of your debts, regardless of interest rate, and you're going to put them in order from the smallest balance all the way to the largest balance. That includes your student loans. That includes your car notes. Like I said, anything that is not a mortgage, you're going to want to include in this snowball. Now, I know some of you may be thinking that, maybe tackling the debt with disregard to interest rate is defeating the purpose, but I assure you, you will see some of the benefits much faster when you sort them and attack them smallest to largest. Okay? Basically, you're going to make a list of your minimum payments on everything, and every one of your debt except for the smallest one, you're going to make your minimum payments. Okay? Then, according to what we talked about in the previous video, where we talked about the 20% rule, where your debts that you are tackling should not be more than 20% of your spendable income. So if you know that number, and you should, if not, you can go back and look at parts 1, 2, and 3 and kind of get yourself caught up. But you'll have that number. You'll know how much you're allotted each paycheck, each month, to put towards your debt. So once you have discovered how much money you have left, you're just going to throw it all at that smallest one. Okay? Once you've paid off the smallest debt, then you will take the minimum payment of the smallest debt and you will add that to the amount that you're paying on the next to the smallest debt. Okay? Assuming that you do exactly what I'm telling you, you will be surprised at how fast your debt disappears. So it's very exciting when you're thinking about, that will be the minimum that you'll pay on that next debt. Okay, because you're already going above and beyond, what your minimum payment is requiring you to do. So you're not taking anything else out of your pocket. You're just moving the money around, okay? Instead of paying off a bill and throwing a party and, oh yay, that minimum payment was $20. Now I got an extra $20. No, you have $20 more to put towards your next to the smallest debt. Okay, then once you finish paying that one off, then you take the minimums of both of the ones that you've paid off and add it to what you were paying on the third to the smallest, and on and on and on. Once you start seeing these bills being crossed off of your list, as in they no longer exist, you are going to become excited. You're going to actually start thinking about being debt-free and becoming debt-free, minus the mortgage, of course. But, even if it takes you, a couple of years, that's still going to be a lot sooner than it would have taken had you not tried the snowball method. One of the people that kind of made this debt snowball so famous is Dave Ramsey. And he has definitely grown a huge following in the debt relief sector. He has a quote-unquote university that a lot of people, a lot of churches, a lot of civic groups, they have like whole, almost like book clubs around, this prosperity, this thought of becoming debt-free through using those methods. So definitely, I wish you the best, and I hope that you've enjoyed this 4-part series on debt and how to get it out of your life.